And back here, President Buhari Tuesday submitted the 2022 Appropriation Amendment Proposal to the National Assembly. The amendment proposal is contained in a letter from the President, which was read during plenary. Senate President Ahmed Lawan and Speaker of the House of Representatives Femi Gbajabiamila read the letter in their respective chambers. In the letter, President Muhammadu Buhari said the amendment is necessary to accommodate some issues in the country, including petrol subsidy, which must be considered. In the letter, President Buhari is asking the National Assembly to approve the sum of 2.55 trillion naira supplementary budget for petrol subsidy from July to December 2022. For some analysis now, we have Professor Akwanepo joining us via Zoom. Great to have you, Professor. Good morning. Hello, Professor.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good morning. Great to have you. So, what are your thoughts on this supplementary budget? Hello, Professor.
Call to receive on the subsidy removal, so they had to send supplementary budget to the House. The House will now do its oversight function to scrutinize it, make sure that the estimate makes some sense. And then thereafter we'll see how it goes. But it's normal that they have to do that, and the House has this duty to carry out the oversight function, make sure that the 2.55 trillion makes some sense, and I hope that after this we'll do first things first. We'll get the refineries working, so that at least we can refine petrol for domestic use, if nothing else. So it's a good development. I think the executive branch must have done its work to have sent an estimate of 2.55 trillion. Now the House will now do its own work to make sure that it is right, or at least make some adjustment if necessary. But it's a step in the right direction. Because
okay, it's an additional 2.55 trillion naira. What are the funding options here?
The funding options is very tight. If you don't raise domestic resources, then you have to borrow externally or borrow internally. Those are the options. But definitely, it makes sense because you don't want to remove subsidy and bring untold hardship to Nigerians who are already suffering. So those are the options. Or you do what we call a expenditure switching. You look at your expenditure profile and see what you can cut off or what you can switch, and then maybe you cost, and then perhaps reduce some of the items in the expenditure profile. Those are the options, really.
Okay, and putting the expenditure on a scale of preference. All right, Professor Akwanepo, thank you so much for coming on the program and giving us your thoughts.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. All right, so after the break, we'll take a look at the U.S. Prosper Africa Initiative and improving trade investment between Africa and the U.S. That's after the break. Do stay with us.